Okay, welcome back to Civ. Let's play Civ 2 in HD, the remix. It's going to be part 2. And before we continue on with the actual Civ game, I wanted to cover the programs I'm using to record this for YouTube. The first thing is Hypercam, and I'm actually using Hypercam 2. Here's the website. You can find it at hyperionics.com/hc/. And currently, as you can see here, it says Hypercam version 2 is now offered free for worldwide usage. So don't feel guilty about using it because it's free. They've actually got number 3, which they are, have that on shareware, and you can buy that one. Probably better than this one, but this one works for what we need it for. The other program that I'm using for this is Time Left, as you can see here on the bottom right. That's a counter I use on screen to help me keep track of the 10-minute mark so that I don't go over and have to split videos manually. The third thing I was alluding to on the first part of the Let's Play was my Civ names. As you can see here, I have a lot of Civ names going on. The first column is for Bichunmu. Okay, I have those sorted out. I'm using Google Docs, the spreadsheet, to keep track of this because I usually have internet access wherever I'm going. So this lets me update the list and have that available anywhere I have internet access. But I have a list for Koreans, which I really like watching the K-pop bands and stuff, and so I have them. A long list of them of all my favorite bands I like to listen to, as well as some actresses and whatnot. And actually, what I like to do is I like to name the cities by the group names and place them together. That way, if I'm on separate islands or on different side of the island, I can just look at the name and know where it's space or a general area. I don't have to think about the 60 names that I had to make up on the fly and figure out where they are. Next list I have are for the Happas. These are my definition, half white, half Asian mixes of famous celebrities or porn stars or import models, what have you. Anyway, that list is decently long too. I have a list of Chinese actresses and singers, Japanese, not that long, I need to look for more, redheads, blondes, brunettes, and Victoria's Secret models. So with all these names, I have enough to colonize and rename every city that I have on a large map, and saves me time from having to think about them again. So these are the programs that I utilize to help me play Civ 2. Okay, so let's go onward with the game and continue where we left off. Remember from last game we built Zunhe City and then found 2 advanced tribes in pretty good locations. Not optimal, but not bad either. And our first settler is on his way to some open area so that we can build another city. And we're probably far ahead of the computer at the moment. So we're going to continue along the coast and discovering more territory. I'm going to pop the hut and find even more settlers. As you can see, this one, although it's a free unit, it's still a unit supported by Zhongguang, which is the city right here closest to it. Now, that's what I don't really like. I mean, don't get me wrong, free unit's a free unit, I didn't have to build it. But, I played games where you pop like 5 or 6 huts and they're all supported by the same city, and then the city can't support them anymore after you build settlers, and then, they just disband, which sucks, or they drain the support. Now, under Despotism, each city is able to support units equal to the city size. So this is a size 1 city, it can support 1 unit for free. Once I get 2 units supported by the city, the second unit is going to be supported by a shield. So that will detract from our productivity as far as available shields for building other units and other buildings and whatnot. So usually what I like to do is I like to move my faster units inland That way, if they run into a forest or a choice between a forest and or plains or grassland, I usually move them toward the space that they can move more spaces on per turn. And the archers will still continue on along the coast. So you see here, our horseman has already hit another coastline. We're going to continue exploring downward with the settler, and the archer is along the coast down there as well. So, as you can see, I think I've pretty much explained out what I'm doing right now. Now that this horseman is found the coastline over here, usually I have him go ahead and follow the coastline from there on. And I try not to have them overlap. Try to have them going in different directions so that they can get the most out of the discovery and not have to backtrack through explored territory, thus wasting time. Okay. Looks like we're gonna hit more land up north. See, Ellie's done with his first settler. And at this point, now that I've got 3 good cities, I don't know if I want to continue gambling. So what I am going to do is start building warriors for protection in the city. So the warrior costs 10 shields. This is already at 18 shields. Let's say we try to build the warrior. That's going to waste a lot of shields. So let's go ahead and build a settler, finish that off. I would have switched over to horsemen, but we're already supporting a horseman, and so I don't want to have it support too many more units, especially since we could pop more huts and have those be supported units by cities as well, hindering the production. Each city, what I like to do is build 1 defensive unit. Usually it's going to be a warrior, and then the second unit I like to build is make sure each city has an attack unit, usually a horseman, and then settlers from there on. Okay, so this settler, let's see, where's my menu? Okay, I haven't discovered monarchy just yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this settler up toward the newly discovered area, because even though this area here looks like it'd be nice to drop a city right here, it's going to overlap with Zhongguang here. And when I place my cities, I like to place them for the end game, meaning I don't like overlapping squares and having to look at a screen here and see that some squares are already taken by other cities who are utilizing the square. I want every city to grow into its utmost potential. So we're going to move the second settler up here toward the open area, and then the polytheism, and we've discovered monarchy. Okay, so usually what I do is, if I'm on a small island, I'm going to go for map making and seafaring and start building boats, but it looks like we're going to be on a decent sized island. So I'm going to put that off, and I'm going to go for philosophy, and that'll require writing. So we're going to go ahead and begin the revolution. Okay, it might take a few turns for the revolution to complete itself, between 1 and 4 turns. And the reason why I want to go for philosophy next is because philosophy, once you discover it, it allows you to discover 1 additional civilization advance immediately, which means the first person who discovers philosophy gets an extra advance. So even though philosophy is not very good advance in and of itself, it allows you to get another one quicker, and why not? I mean, writing and literacy, those are always good to have anyway for diplomats and whatnot. Great library, you really need it. So we're down here on the southern edge of the map with the archer. Not gonna really delve into the Arctic regions here, because we're on a big enough island where there's other more productive land to explore besides going in the Arctic area. So go ahead and find the second river here. Everyone's still moving along the coast, and we're gonna go ahead and stop here because 10-minute mark is just about up. So join me next time for part 3. Alright, see you then.